In this video, let's talk about easy and accessible virtual production with ARwall. All right, real quick, you're watching Video Brand. Special thanks to our sponsors for helping make this NAB coverage possible. Massive, Metricool, OpenReel, AdSpective, and Vestigit. Be sure to check them out. Links are in the description below. And now, back to the interview. All right, what's up? I'm here with Renee from ARwall. And Renee, let's talk about, we've got virtual production, some cool kits here. What do we got going on?
Yeah, so if you don't know ARwall, we're a virtual production provider, one of the top in the world. We've done over 100 deployments, all in-camera effects. So we're focused on in-camera effects and those types of real-time backdrops at our company. And what we're here showing off at NAB, two things. Basically, we're celebrating some of the work that we've done recently, including Muppets Haunted Mansion. Cool. So over 70% of the shots of Muppets Haunted Mansion utilize real-time backdrops and Unreal Engine, and we're really proud of that. The result of that work that we did on that show was a professional plugin called ARFX Pro plugin. So we've been commercializing this for a little while. So showing off that 25% discount on that here at the show. But really the most interesting thing is the beginning of the show, we started taking pre-orders of ARFX StudioBox. So we're saying this is an entire studio in a box. This is it right here. It is a little guy, but if you can believe it, this little guy here is just as powerful as what we were deploying on professional sets just 5 years ago. That's the power of processing for you, right? Mm-hmm. So we're taking pre-orders on this now. Pre-orders are $4,199 or $380 a month with our financing partner. And this uses your smartphone as a tracker. At launch, we'll have iOS and HTC VIVE support. Yes, that includes the VIVE Mars. And then soon after, Android and anti-latency support. We're also looking at lighting kits, maybe some robotic camera heads that would be integrating with this as well. But the most important thing is that this comes with an ARFX app, which is a new standalone tool that we've built at ARwall that's specifically targeted at filmmakers who want to have a no coding, no scripting, and even no 3D design skill type solution for virtual production. So what am I saying here? This box can do up to 4K resolution on a single screen for virtual production. You have your creative content already pre-generated for you with different lighting iterations, color, everything that is in our professional tool set is actually ripped out of Unreal Editor and placed into the map itself. So all the virtual production tools that you need, color, everything like that. So this box is capable of delivering studio-grade professional results. And you load it and you're in Unreal Engine, and that's really how easy it can be.
All right, cool. So walk me through kind of how you get the box. What's the setup going to be like? So you've got your box. This is running Unreal.
Yes.
And this is running. Can you walk me also through what's the ARFX? How does that what does that bring the plugin to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Unreal?
So ARFX Pro plugin, what this does is it takes the tools that are normally stuck in Unreal Editor, in the actual development program Unreal Editor, and it puts them in Engine into video game style menus. So they're would be very familiar to a filmmaker because either you've played video games or they're also similar to camera menus. So basically you're selecting your color, all your camera settings, very similar to that type of traditional menu system. The fact that it's in the engine makes it so that you don't need to learn any of the traditional development tools associated with virtual production.
Okay, yeah, so can you clarify, because actually I've dabbled with Unreal,
go for it.
And I've loaded Unreal, and then I've tried to take the courses, but then realized this is an entire, to actually build things. So when you're saying running the engine, that's you're running a video game.
It's like you're running a video game, you're playing a video game, but the game you're playing is making a movie. And so you select your weather, your sky, your lighting, you even have animation cues.
Easier interface, not having to dig into the million panels.
Exactly. So you can use keyboard, mouse, or you can use an Xbox controller, but the most interesting thing is your smartphone is the tracker. You don't need any additional hardware at all to do this. And your smartphone can also be the remote control to the system as well. So everything that you need, basically, you already own, except this box. This is the last piece.
Cool. And so you would mount your smartphone to your camera
Exactly.
to track it. So it's not like you're recording on your phone. You are using it as a separate tracker for your camera.
Now that is coming at a later point, we're going to unlock the ability to do tracking, recording, and AR overlays using your smartphone. So that'll actually allow you to not only use the screen as the composited CG backdrop, but also have an AR overlay that extends the edges of the screen in that virtual environment. So basically, as you pan off the edge of the screen, an AR layer would fill in the rest of the scene.
Okay, so you kind of like a set extension, you could have like a small little green screen, but then still be like in a bigger space.
Yes.
Look like you're in a bigger space.
Yes, and this is something we've already done at the professional level. We're showing it off at the Canon booth. That's called ARFX lens. It's a plug-and-play lens emulation solution. And what we're saying is that solution, we're going to get that into the smartphone. And that's kind of the last step here, having everybody have access to these tools off of their existing hardware.
Cool. And as far as your camera feed, do you have to bring it back into the box to composite real time? Or?
Excellent question. So the way that we're perceiving how to do virtual production, that's actually not necessary. We have the tracking data, and then on the smartphone, we would have all the optical data needed to complete that composite, and that's it. That's everything that you would need. So there's no feed that is required to come back into the virtual production box.
So then you would just composite it in your editing?
You're compositing literally in camera. As you're recording, you're getting final pixel.
Walk me through how that, let's break that down.
So there's going to be two phases. So the first phase is it's in-camera effects. So you've got the tracker on top of the camera. You calculate the offset from the tracker down to the sensor or the nodal point of the camera. As you're shooting against your backdrop, everything would be captured in camera, in lens, just like Mandalorian or the work that we've done for Muppets Haunted Mansion or everything like that.
Are you filming on a green screen or are you filming on a wall?
No, you're going to be using a 4K TV, a projector, or an LED video wall.
Okay, so that helps clarify. I was thinking green screen, but we're not talking about green screen, so we're talking about what are some of the
in-camera effects?
In-camera, so okay.
Yeah. So this has been our message to independent filmmakers: is look, green screen has existed for a while, and there's many people that have been able to work and make those results incredible. We all know that, right? At the independent level, at the professional level. But here's our message: doing in-camera effects, the hurdle to get to professional results is a lot lower than green screen. There's also less processing power involved because you don't have to composite and render on the device. It is just doing the rendering alone. The compositing is happening in camera. So our argument is that this is actually a more accessible version of virtual production than green screen.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And because you're not, or it's not running the, I don't know how to differentiate, it's running the game version of Unreal.
Yeah, it's rendering the Unreal scene.
What are the set options? Like, can you kind of go to Unreal's library and bring stuff in, or is it sort of like a set that ARwall has, like for locations and look?
Yeah, so when you go to the Unreal Marketplace and you download those scenes, there's still a good amount of development, lighting that needs to be developed for those scenes, and that's where people get hung up. When we sell to film schools, for example, one of the problems that happens is they've got these great LED screens, they've got the software, everything, but then there's only 1 or 2 filmmakers in a class of 20 that feel comfortable in Unreal Engine. So then it ends up only trickling out projects a little bit per semester using this technology. So this solution of using pre-lit, pre-configured, polished scenes specifically for virtual production is meant to jump over that final hurdle, which is you've got the tech in your hands. Now, how do you solve the creative content problem? And this is a solution for that. So we have our own marketplace of pre-compiled, pre-configured, pre-lit scenes. Okay.
Cool. And some more with the pricing breakdown of how and availability.
Yeah. So this is available to pre-order right now, beginning at NAB. And it is $4,199 for the pre-order pass, about $380 a month with our financing partner.
Very cool. And do you know when it's going to ship, roughly? I know.
So this is planned to ship for late 2023. It includes, if you pre-order, it'll also include a 1-year subscription to the Essentials Scene Pack on the marketplace. That's going to get you started within 1 hour. You're going to be shooting with this thing.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching the video. For more of our NAB videos, be sure to check out our playlist with all the videos right here, and be sure to hit the subscribe button for more cool videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode.